and we're gonna get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What happens when you have everything and simultaneously nothing? Well, what happens is this: you get confused. I mean, really, how can you think clearly when you know you have everything you could possibly need, but at the same time feel like something's missing, something's lacking, or something is just not there? What could it be? With the entire world at your fingertips and pretty much anything and everything that you could possibly imagine ready to be attracted or manifested, how can any of us actually be lacking? I mean, it's baffling to consider that when it comes to information, there's literally and actually at least one source of information to help you either get started on a project, or if you really want to get to the nitty-gritty, at least one person in the whole world that you can actually reach out to and ask for help. The truth is, we have everything and nothing because we have too much. Imagine you only had one source for everything that is considered essential in life, like one supermarket, one tech store, one phone store, one gym, one Henry's for camera gear, one car, one junk food restaurant for quick bites, one coffee store for coffee, and one major clothing warehouse for all things swag, comfort, and warmth. I mean, if there was only one, we would only use one. And yeah, sure, maybe we would have a desire for more, but considering we would only know that one thing, we would only want that one thing to begin with. I mean, I find it crazy to think that we're now living in the age of information, and yet all of this information is actually slowing us down. I mean, come on, you gotta admit that it feels overwhelming to keep up with the speed at which our thoughts are processing all this influence that around us. I mean, just listen to how fast I'm talking. Like, everybody wants to be a blogger or a writer or make videos or be an entrepreneur or open a business or wants to live their dreams. Everybody wants to be better than where they are. Well, not everybody, but you know what I mean. It's like a trend these days. What happens when you have everything and nothing? Well, typically you end up simply coasting through life, doing whatever you can to survive instead of thrive. Now, I invite you to consider that the secret to having it all and utilizing all of this knowledge is to simply do one thing and do it phenomenally well. And that one thing is pretty simple, but yet can be super complicated if you overthink it. Keywords, overthink it. And that one thing is this: do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it without thinking that you have to have it perfect. Do it without thinking that it has to be done right. Do it without thinking all the thoughts that come with being afraid to do it to begin with. Simply just do it. And considering the phrase "just do it" has been coined as a slogan by a very popular company that uses something that looks like a check mark, I'm gonna go just a little bit deeper by suggesting that the act of just doing it is just that, an act, because action is everything. Once you get started, everything starts to figure itself out. It's like the analogy about jumping off the cliff and having to trust that either A, the parachute will open, or B, for all the unicorn thinkers out there, that your wings will spread and you'll fly away. 9 times out of 10, those wings will open up, and 9 times out of 10, that parachute will open up for you. Now, as a side note, if the parachute doesn't open up and you end up with a bunch of bumps and bruises, I think you'll have a lot of fun on the way down. 2, you'll get a bunch of bumps and bruises and scrapes. And 3, you'll learn what not to do prior to jumping. And you'll probably live to tell a pretty good story. Overall, what I'm saying is this: when you have access to everything and you're paralyzed at the idea of doing nothing, the best thing that you could do is act on any one thing that makes you feel like you're doing something. Anything, whatever helps you progress forward. Give it a shot and let me know your thoughts about how it goes by commenting below.